morning, good afternoon, or good what in the world is going on. It's August 14th, 2025, and you're tuned in to Earth is Ghetto, the podcast where we spill the tea, tell the stories, and occasionally ask ourselves, why are humans like this? Today, we've got hot topics hotter than a steering wheel in August, politics messier than my group chat receipts, and story times that'll make you clutch your pearls and your Wi-Fi connection. And don't worry, we'll wrap it up with a little dose of inspiration so you can face the world without wanting to fake your own alien abduction. So grab your coffee, your snack, or whatever you use to survive this planet, because it's about to get real quick.
Hey! Happy Thursday, y'all. How y'all living? I'm doing well. What did I do today? I did laundry. I got to ride my bike today, and I got to get back in the pool. I was so excited about that. It was very nice. My husband's been working hard keeping that pool clean. It was a really nice day. I loved it. Got plenty of sun, fresh exercise. So yeah, your girl is refreshed. Did some, like I said, my laundry and stuff like that. What did I watch today? I've been watching Evil Lives Here. I keep trying to watch The Gilded Age. My best friend tried to put me onto that, and this is like my fourth attempt. I gotta keep trying. It's just, I need a little more action. I know Felicia Rashad is in it. I do love me some Felicia Rashad, but I'm trying. It's just hard for me. But, you know, other than that, I don't have too much to yap about like that. So let's get into, I did like some things on the X app. See what I got. So Venus got her own Barbie doll. It looks good. It actually looks good. The legs is kind of crazy, but it looks good. Somebody said, Lord, please take this gas out of my stomach and put it in my car. Amen and amen. So this DC man was charged with felony assault after hitting a federal agent with a Subway sandwich. And he called him a fascist, but I guess he just knew that he was going to lose that race because he really didn't run that fast. Yeah, that's pretty much it on that. Let's see what else I got, y'all. British police dressed in jogging gear to attract catcalls and arrested some men who harassed them. DC homeless must accept shelter or treatment or risk jail as Trump administration increases its enforcement. Another pop the balloon.
So the reason why I pop my balloon is because I can't get with no girl that got forces like those. The reason why I pop my balloon is because I see you in the pamper aisle, and I ain't asked for all them responsibilities. I ain't trying to watch them kids.
I don't know you. The fuck? I'm shopping for my kids.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm
gonna join me?
Nah, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna have to let you go.
This guy needs balloons. Sha'Carri, they had the body cam of her talking about her arrest, of course. Court denies Tory Lanez request to submit new evidence in the Megan Thee Stallion pew-pewing case. Ohio provides buses for private school students. Public school kids must find their own ride. They like, y'all gotta figure it out. Just 54% of U.S. adults report drinking alcohol, hitting a record low. Who's doing the study? Kid Cudi speaks on testifying in the Diddy trial. He said he hated every minute of it. Mexico transfers 26 cartel figures wanted by U.S. authorities in a deal with Trump administration. Eminem accepts a challenge after being told no word rhymes with silver. They gave him 24 hours. He said, silver, pilfer, Kilford, Gilbert, Still Hurts, Still Shirts, Bill Burr, Milf, Word Off, Kilter, No Filter, Chill Burr, Phil Burns, Still Slur, Will Stir, Trent Dilfer, Val Kilmer, Still Third, Shield Her, Hill Squirt, Steven Spielberg, Lil Twerp, Wilshire, Shill Purr, Killbirds, Milk Kurt, Phil Worth, Real Nerds, Stan's Documentary, I Liked Your Film, Sir. It sounds like something Eminem would say, and it's actually weak. My AI could do better than that.
Ooh, I remember when I found out niggas wasn't washing their jeans. And
what school you went to?
Gar High School.
So at Gar was not washing their jeans.
Okay.
And how did you find this out?
So my jeans was flooding because I shrunk them in the wash. And they're like, yo, why your jeans flood? And I'm like, because I washed them and they up now. I got to get some more. And they like, you wash your jeans? I didn't know wasn't washing their jeans. Then I got into college. Then I became an adult. I'm out of college. I'm in the clubs now. I'm in the clubs. This is a thing. Don't wash jeans, bro. They don't. Ask a grown man when the last time he washed his jeans. They walking around here with the jeans crispy.
Is that really a thing?
I'm telling you, it's a thing. Man, okay, that's a thing. Hold on, where my phone at?
Tell me this. Do you wash your jeans today?
I get them dry clean because I have a little bit of a budget for it. Back then, with no budget.
Okay, it make more sense to not wash on some like, oh, I don't got no quarters. It's too much ass and pants.
Bro, I'm
to be walking around not washing your jeans.
I'm telling you, ain't washing jeans. Just like I found out 6 years ago, white people ain't washing their legs in the shop.
Oh yeah, well they aliens.
I didn't know.
Well, my jeans going to the cleaners. You know what I'm saying?
Is it true?
Listen, I wash my jeans, but I know a lot of people don't wash their jeans. Like, now if you wore them for a little bit, like an hour, if you haven't like did nothing in them. But like, no, washing jeans is a thing in my household anyway. But I know that there are people that don't. That's the increase for years. Quick question for my black child-free people. What's your favorite part about being child-free? The freedom, sleeping as long as I want. I went to Cowboy Carter 4 times this summer. No unnecessary loud noise. Coming home after a long day, only having to worry about me. Not having to be attached to no N-word. Money and freedom. Clean house and sleep. Listen, it sounds really good. I have my mom now. When I go on vacation, I pretend I don't have children. Like, I'll talk to my kids, send them a couple pictures, but no, I really don't. Like, I let them know I made it. I send them a couple of pictures, but for real, I pretend like our kids don't exist. Because I'm on vacation. Like, no, but I don't even like talk to my sister or nothing like when I'm on vacation. I just really be in chill mode. I talk to my mom, of course, but anybody that's gonna burden me with some problems, we not talking on vacation. We not. The singer Sammy says, I don't want to because I'm not ready, but he feel like he's gonna be passing away soon and a lot of people are praying for him. I don't know what's going on with Sammy. Daphne Joy is back on the scene after the Diddy trial. She back to thirst trapping. She gotta find her next man. She said, thank y'all for the love. Which one y'all gonna be her next sugar daddy? Somebody says, somebody help auntie out. Nobody beats a Jane Doe holiday. That body is bodying. Not y'all posting escort ads. Whoa. The redistricting plan is the GOP, and the redistricting is the thing. Wendy Williams' lawyer disputes her dementia and aphasia claim, says the information reported is a violation of Wendy's rights. Pretty much, they upheld her guardianship amid her ongoing health battle. I don't know what's going on with Wendy, y'all. I really don't. Drake reportedly requests documents relating to domestic violence involving Kendrick Lamar in UMG lawsuit. He also wants to know about the paternity of one of his kids. Drake is just still really mad at Kendrick, clearly. This Damascus on Tubi, I can tell y'all, I haven't watched a Tubi movie in about 3 years, but it seems to be popular. T.I. and Tiny celebrated 15 years of being married. They went to Thailand. Man who went on a pew-pewing spree while live streaming pleads guilty and receives 3 life sentences plus 221 years. This was back in 2022 in Memphis. Wow. Violent Olandria. One thing about her face card, whoever does her makeup, they do it so well. Y'all gonna leave Sha'Carri alone. Sha'Carri is she's reformed. Little Uzi now has pink locks again, if anybody cares about that. Melania Trump threatens $1 billion lawsuit over Hunter Biden's false Epstein claims. Melania said don't play with her husband. The Smithsonian Museum is told to rewrite history by Trump, literally. According to the letter sent Tuesday, officials are demanding a top-to-bottom assessment of online content, exhibit planning, cultural processes, artists, grants, and even the language used in museum displays. A review covers 21 museums, 14 education centers, and the zoo. Trump supporter says he was brainwashed until he got detained. I think, is he not suing Trump? One of them are suing Trump. Spirit Airlines issues a survival warning, says it could be gone in 12 months. I guess the tickets wasn't that cheap. Remy Ma shuts down false report that Claressa Shields says she beat Remy up. Remy said, imagine that. Somebody said, are y'all gonna give Sha'Carri Richardson the treatment you gave Chris Brown? Let's be clear, they not on the same level, but okay. Even though stop bringing Chris Brown up. He has done his time. I can't stand when people bring that up, but still. Family of 6 left homeless after falling victim to an apartment scam. Sent $1,200 deposit for an apartment on Facebook, but discovered it didn't exist on moving day. That's sad. Hopefully they got a GoFundMe. Alright. To watch the entire NFL season, it will cost fans over $1,000 a year. Listen, these prices is not cheap, and everybody got their own thing. They got their own little ways. I switched mine up because these people be getting over this, and I blame the NFL because NFL is like selling themselves to everybody. Somebody said, "Can we normalize not confusing someone's free time with their availability?" Right? Sometimes you just need free time to do nothing. My sister thinks free time is something that people shouldn't have. You're not celibate if you still do that thing you do every night. Marshawn Lynch unveils a sneak peek of his new bold business venture, the Yeast Mode Cookbook. I never knew Marshawn could cook. Yeast Mode. He making breads and croissants. I've never heard nobody say Marshawn could ever cook. A profession that gets a lot of hate for just doing their job. I mean, obviously the police. Somebody said Walmart receipt checkers, cashier at the drive-thru, anybody in healthcare, teachers, dads, meter maids, tow truck drivers, nurses. Somebody said Jehovah's Witnesses, CPS, TSA. TSA goes too far. Security guard, lawyers, landlords. Three Atlanta women, including federal employee, plead guilty to a multi-million-dollar COVID-19 relief fraud. They still coming after the COVID people. Fellas, what's an instant deal breaker in a girl no matter how fine she is? If she's disrespectful, bad breath, when they don't know the difference between two, want, there, and there. Somebody said cigarettes, and somebody said it's so funny that all men are saying cigarettes, but in the environment they're normally in, I haven't met a girl who smoked cigarettes in about 10 years. Still in contact with her ex, relationship with God, when their mother is more of a homegirl than a mom, obsessed with zodiacs, entitlement. Somebody said long toes, somebody said kids, body odor, OnlyFans. Yeah, there's a lot of cigarettes in here. Dirty house. Alright, let's see what I got on my story times, y'all.
This is where they're sniffing. That's not the electrical line. That is a snake. What in the country crag hell is this? And how am I supposed to get that out? What the what is happening? Dude, you couldn't find somewhere else to decide you were done with life? I mean, seriously.
He must have stuck his head up there and got electrocuted. Let him wither away. He'll fall out.
If you're new here, I married a woman, had a kid with a woman, divorced that same woman. During the divorce, they transitioned to a man, lost custody, and now they owe child support. A little less than a year ago, the court mandated them to pay child support, healthcare reimbursement, and medical bill reimbursement, and you guessed it, $0. But I just want to say, I married a woman. I am now engaged to a woman. I am a lesbian. The audacity to have a baby daddy or an ex-husband is crazy. Because I've done so many twists and turns to avoid having to deal with men. And now, not only do I have to deal with a man, I have to deal with a deadbeat man. With a bum man. You could have reinvented yourself to be any man you wanted to be. And you chose to be a deadbeat man? What? That is crazy to me. I have no choice as my son's bio mother and primary parent to be absolutely his everything, but the audacity of you to walk around acting like you're dad of the year, but you can't even give a cent to pay for my son's daycare, a cent to pay for the food that he eats, a cent to pay for his medical bills that he does have, is wild. If you're going to walk around and be a man, be a man. Be a man. Actually, don't be a man. Be a parent. Be a parent. There is no way that you think that raising a child is free.
Somebody said, hold up now, you meant to tell me you went above and beyond to avoid this plague, and then he turned into a man anyway? Somebody said, girl, she wanted to be a real baby daddy. Divorce that same woman sounds like you have an ex-wife and the baby daddy is a stranger. She ended up with a baby daddy anyway.
Hey, hi Rosemary. I'm not Rosemary. What in the hell y'all knocking on my door? Well, I'm not Rosemary. Why y'all knocking on my door? Hey, don't put that camera in my face, man. Get out my door right now. Ma'am, get the out my. You got to play with you. Ma'am, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Get out my. You don't have to come like that. Well, don't come to my. Rosemary don't live here.
Listen, she was sweating. Y'all must have messed with her at the wrong time. And I wouldn't want the news showing up at my door either. I'm just saying. Somebody said Rosemary's baby, sweat around the neck, door opens outward, garden hose in the project. Oh, Rosemary is not to be messed with. Somebody said that's definitely Rosemary.
We listen and we don't judge. So a couple years ago, me and this dude were like in this talking stage, and we were only talking for maybe a couple weeks. And then I found out that he was texting other girls. So I was like, all right, whatever. I didn't really take it too much to the heart because we weren't nothing serious. And I had just gone through a breakup anyways. And he was more like a distraction. But of course, as one is very curious to see who the mysterious woman is, I found out. So I had blocked him on my account, but I still had my fake account, of course, my fake barber account. And he had posted this girl, and I'm telling you, she was gorgeous. Like, she had such like a unique face. She had like the different colored eyes. Like, she was just such a unique face. for some reason, I just developed like such a weird obsession with her. And not even like because like, you know, I had gotten cheated on with her. It was just like, she was just like so cool looking, you know, like she was just like I want to be her friend. Like I had a friend crush on her, you know. So a couple days goes by and like I was like on some Joe Goldberg type shit. Like I was on some stalker weirdo shit. I don't know what the fuck I was on. But like I like found out like her whole like routine basically. Because I had never seen her before either. Like, I, like, used to know, like, everybody from where I was, and I've never seen her before. So I was like, oh, like, she's from somewhere else, too. So I followed, not knowing that it was her spam, but I had followed her spam on my fake barber account. And, like, she had let me in, and I had, like, low-key, like, started to, like, see, like I said, her routine and stuff. And I was like, oh, so interesting. And so one day I'm at Starbucks, and I knew she was at Starbucks because she posted about it. So I go over there and like, oh my goodness, because incidentally I see her. But the weird thing was is that she recognized me from TikTok. So she's like, oh, like, hey, like, oh my goodness, I've seen your videos, this, and this. And me, I was like hella geeking because I was like, oh my god, you know me? So I'm like, oh my god, like, let me get your Instagram, even though I already knew what her Instagram was. So I thought, then when she puts it in, I realized that I was following her spam the whole time on my fake barber account. But she, you know, gives me her actual account, her main account, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll text you, and then whatever, I leave, and then I'm like going through her page, and I don't see like the dude. We're gonna just call him like Kyle or something. I don't see Kyle anywhere, and like Kyle was posting her constantly, you know. But I'm like, I don't even blame her. I wouldn't post Kyle either. That's why I never did. But fast forward, I think it was like Easter or something, and she posts like a family picture. And who do I see? I see Kyle. But it was strange though, because like they weren't even like sitting like hugging together like if they were like a couple, you know. It kind of seemed like that was like her brother or something. Like they were separated from the family. Like it was a family picture, but like Kyle was like standing next to his little sister and hella little shit, but like the girl, she was like all the way like at the end. So I was like, that's like a weird way to like post him. I don't know, like I just like, maybe I was thinking too hard of it. And then after that, she had like posted a picture of her, and like I swiped up, I was like, oh my goodness, so pretty, this and this. She's like, oh my gosh, thank you. And then we spark up a conversation, and I like asked her, I'm like, are you from here? This is when I like was still in Sacramento. I was like, are you from Sac? She's like, no, I actually live out in, I want to say like Chico? I don't know. She like lives somewhere pretty far though. And I was like, oh shit, like what are you doing out here? And she was like, oh, like I just wanted to move out from my mom's house. Like me and her get into it a lot. And I was like, oh damn, that's crazy, like sucks. And then that's when I had like mentioned like the family photo that she had posted, and I was like, oh, like is this your family? Like how do you know Kyle? And kind of being messy, but like I was genuinely curious because that picture made no sense to me. This is when she tells me, oh yeah, that's my brother. I was like, brother? Because I knew his family, and like he never mentioned to have like her as her sister, you know. And then like the pictures that he was posting was like, it was just weird because he was putting like love songs, and it would be just like pictures of them too. But like even like when he would post like pictures of them, like it just looked like they were just like friends or siblings or something. But I didn't think too much of it, you know. I'm like, that's your brother? And she's like, yeah, that's my brother, but he's only my half brother on my dad's side. I was like, oh, that makes sense. Because they didn't really look alike either. Like, not crazy alike. Because she was just like, she has such a unique face. Like I said, she must have gotten that from her mom. So I'm like, what the fuck? So, you know, I confess everything, and I tell her, like, what the fuck, like, how I really know her this whole time. And she's like, oh my god, like, that's crazy. But then I tell her about how Kyle's been posting, because I had obviously screenshotted everything. So I sent her the post, and she's like, what the fuck, that's really fucking weird. Yeah, no, like, that's my brother. I don't know why he's posting things like that. But Kyle was posting shit making it seem like they were together, like, in a relationship. And I'm assuming nobody else knew that, you know, like, that was really his sister. So, like, he was getting away with that shit. And mind you, while me and her are texting, she's literally telling me that he's, like, down the hall in his room, and she's in the living room. And so it turns into, like, a big old ordeal. She's like, that's really fucking weird. Like, that's so weird. But, like, she doesn't confront him, and I obviously don't say anything until, like, a couple days later. He posts, like, this picture that he had taken of her while she was sleeping. And then, like, it was song, I don't know what song was it, but, like, the little caption was, like, I love you forever, some shit like that. So, obviously, I screenshot it, and I sent it to her, and I was like, what is this about? She's like, what the fuck? I don't remember him taking that at all. Like, what the fuck? I did not know that he took that picture. And I was like, oh, that's just weird. And so fast forward a couple more days, like, me and her, like, at this point, we're pretty close. Like, we start hanging out. Like, I low-key, like, developed, like, an actual crush on her. Like, I'm like, dude, like, this, oh, I need that bad. And so I'm picking her up from school, which is the same school that he went to. And he sees me picking her up, and all hell breaks loose. Like, this man was truly demented. Like, he truly had, like, some serious issues, because he genuinely got so upset, and he's, like, yelling at the girl, and he's like, how could you do this to me? Like, you know that's my ex, and this, and this. After everything, like, I thought you loved me, and this, and, like, I don't know, like, who's lying at this point, because she genuinely seemed confused. She's like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, you know what I'm talking about? That one night when we were drinking and this, and this. And, like, she's still, like, genuinely confused. Like, what the fuck is he talking about? And I'm just standing there, like, with my popcorn, just watching the show break. And when I tell you, this man was, like, genuinely hurt, and she was genuinely confused. Like, he's like, wow, like, I thought you really loved me. Like, is this why you've been avoiding me every time I try to talk to you? And this, and this. And now I'm like, all right, was this girl lying the whole time? And, like, she was just, like, playing both sides. But then, like, a little, like, later, maybe, like, after, like, 2 minutes, his mom pulls up. And by this point, this man is, like, dead crying. Mind you, it's, like, the bell just rang. All these fucking students are, like, watching this shit happen, like, break down. I'm like... So the mom pulls up, and, like, she sees him obviously crying. She's like, what the fuck happened? And then she sees, like, the girl, and she's like, Mija, like, what happened? Like, what happened? And when I hear Mija, like... she's Mexican, so, like, Mija can mean, like, Mija, like, actual daughter, or just Mija, like, girl, you know? And then the dad's in the passenger seat, and he's like, Mija, like, what's going on? That's when I hear her say, Papi. And I knew for a fact that was his dad, too, so I'm like, what the fuck? And at the time, it didn't register. Like, I was still thinking, like, they was full blood, so, like, when the mom said Mija, I was like, what the fuck? Then, obviously, I remembered that she has her own mom, and they're only connected by the dad. But anyway, she's like, Papi, like, I don't know what the fuck is going on. He's just crying, saying that I betrayed him and all this stuff. And at this point, he obviously didn't want to say all of this shit in front of his parents. But she later ends up texting me, because obviously, like, she ended up leaving with her parents anyways, because there was just too much going on. So I ended up leaving. She ends up texting me later, basically saying that he confessed his love for her. Confessed his love for his sister. What?
Child, messy.
This is what I'm willing to do, Lane. This is my wife, Lane. This is Eric. I love my wife. I want to be with my wife for life. There's nothing more in the world that I want than my wife. And I have moved my shit to Florida because you told me to. Now, I'm telling you, you're telling me I keep leaving you and I'm not helping you fight for your kids. This is what I'm going to tell you right here on camera on video for you. I am willing to drive to Florida today, move everything back and pay all the thousands of dollars. You told me the truth about everything there is to know about you and the wrongs you've caused me. I've done the same. And yeah, here we are today. You tell me you've never cheated on me again, right?
No.
And so today, you won't let me look in your phone. For what reason? Why?
Because it's not your business.
Right. It's not my business what's in your phone. We're married. We're actively together. You can have my phone anytime you want. You used to say I can have your phone anytime I want. That's what you say all the time. Now, all of a sudden, I showed up to her house unexpectedly, and I can't look in her phone today.
No.
Why, honey?
Because
in the rest of the world, what would you think it was?
You're nuts.
I'm nuts, I know. Because you don't want me to see that phone, I'm nuts. So anyway, this is what I'm willing to do.
Listen, this is awkward, but she cheating on you, bro.
Story time. I only tell one part stories. Story time of how this dude from Miami flew me out to Miami and tried to make me his bottom bitch. If you don't know what a bottom bitch is, this video is not for you. Please scroll. Mind you, at the time I was 19 and I was a hoe. So not too much on me. I was very immature. I wasn't immature. I was just very naive and... bitch, I was a hoe. Anyway, I met this dude through Instagram. I like what I saw on his Instagram. He liked what he saw on mine. So we exchanged numbers and then he flew me out. When he flew me out, it was a Friday. It was an early flight and he came and picked me up. When he picked me up, we went to his crib. I dropped off my stuff. I changed and then we headed out. Period. This was my first time in Miami and I wanted to do a lot of things. So that day on Friday, we had went helicopter riding. He took me out to eat and then we went to the club. It was called The Office. We was going to go see his homeboy. He had a section there, whatever. He was like a local rapper or whatever at that time. So yeah, we had a fucking ball. That was all cool and all. It was when we got back to his crib. When we got back to his crib, it was like a whole entire fucking party. Like, why the fuck is there a whole entire party? I digress. When we got back to his crib, it was a party going on, and I walked in, and I'm just hella confused. I'm like, how the fuck did all these people get here? And not only that, my shit is here. So it's like, So I was instantly annoyed, but I didn't really do too much about it because this ain't my shit. And I don't know these people. And this is my first time here. Like, I don't want to do nothing too crazy or be on some shit. And I don't know these people. And this is my first time here. So we walked in and I instantly go to his room. Because he got the bathroom in there. My shit is in there. And plus, I need to get my shit together. So I'm in his room. I go to the bathroom, and it's a girl in there. She in there arguing with somebody. I don't know who she arguing with, but she loud as shit. I'm like, oh, my bad. She was like, oh, no, baby, you good. You could come in. Shit like that, cool. So I go in, and I'm using the bathroom. She's still cursing this nigga out. By the time I use the bathroom, I'm washing my hands. This girl is snoring coke. I'm not with all of that. But she asked me that I want to do something, and I'm like, no, I'm okay. Like, I don't do stuff like that. Cool. We chop it up a little bit in the bathroom. Kiki, haha, you so pretty. Yeah. Ended up leaving out. When I ended up leaving out, he over there laying on the bed. I'm just like, you good? Mind you, we was just at the club, so I know he drunk because I'm drunk. And yeah. So I'm just asking him, like, is you good? He like, yeah, he good. And I'm just like, damn, I didn't know it was going to be a whole party here. And you got bitches in the bathroom snoring coke. He just started laughing. I'm just like, nah, for real. Like, this is crazy. Like, how did they even get in here? Like, you just leaving keys around or something? Like, that's kind of creepy. He like, nah, I got a roommate. Shit like that, blah, blah, blah. Like, you didn't explain that when, we was chatting, so it was just confusing to me, whatever. So I just bypassed that, and I just wanted to go out and enjoy the party, so I just got him up so we can go and enjoy the party. Everything was cool and all. Everybody ended up started leaving. I ended up going to sleep in a room, me and him, whatever. When I woke up the next morning, I lied to you not. The girl that was in the bathroom, she had bra and panties on. I'm talking about ass bigger than 2 bunk beds. Like, body was T. I'm not gonna hold you. Light skin, red bone, pretty in the face, body T. T. So I'm like, hey girl, you still here? She like, yeah, cool, whatever. I didn't really mind it because it's like, I don't know these people. Like, I don't know what's going on. And you was just, so you probably had to spend the night. I don't know, like, I don't know what's going on. So I didn't ask too many questions. I just went out on the balcony. So I'm on a balcony and I'm smoking. I'm out and she wants to smoke too. We smoking and stuff like that. She like, what am I doing today? I'm like, I'm doing whatever he doing. She was like, oh baby, he not waking up no time soon. Do you want to go to South Beach? I'm like, yeah, we can go to South Beach. So we get to South Beach. Everything cool. We meet some niggas that she fuck with, stuff like that. I don't know. I mean, she was a vibe. She was a little wild, but I don't know how to explain. I don't know how to explain, like, the type of person that she was. She was just, I guess she was, like, really, really, like, outgoing. Like, she's the type of person that sees somebody on the street and talk to them. Like, I don't know. Like, she's a social butterfly. So, whatever. We ended up going to his bar. It was, like, an inside-outside bar type of vibe or whatever. And we ended up getting drinks. So, we talking and shit. And I asked her, I'm like, how do you know them? Shit, I'm finna get to the bottom of this, bitch. So I'm just like, how do you know them and stuff like that? And she was like, oh, I'm their bottom bitch. All I know is at that time, all I know about a bottom bitch is that you don't want to be a bottom bitch. From what my mom taught me, you don't want to be nobody's bottom bitch. So when she said, oh, I'm their bottom bitch, like him and the roommate's bottom bitch, I'm like, like what you be doing? She's just like, oh, I be doing anything, anything they ask me to do, anything they want me to do. So I'm just like, and my mom just like, she probably be, like, I don't know, y'all. I don't know, but this is what's going on in my 19-year-old mind. Like, she's doing everything under the sun for these guys. And, y'all, she was around, like, I want to say, like, 28. She was 28. I was 19. The dude I was talking to was around, like, 25. And the homeboy was, like, in his 30s. Cool. Now that we got the ages out the way. Cool. Don't ask me how I got drinks. Mind your business. Don't ask me how I got in the club. Mind your business. I was that girl. I had that shit. Okay? So back to Barbie. I'm like, okay, cool, search my mind. I'm thinking all in, I'm trying to figure out still what the fuck's going on. Ended up walking to just like that. When we walked to the beach, he called her. He like, y'all come meet me at such and such drink. So she told me like, he said, we gotta come to such and such drink. So I'm like, okay, cool. In the car. go to such and such bank. So we get to the bank, and he outside of his car, he's smoking a black amount. I didn't like that too much because, again, you didn't tell me, I didn't see none of this when we were chatting, but there's only but so much you can learn from a person in a matter of like 2 weeks, and they end up finding you out. Like, I'm not gonna tell you your whole life story, so yeah, but it was surprising that he was smoking a black amount because I wasn't into that. So I walk up to the car, and he's trying to hug me, and I'm just like, you smoking that black amount, like, that shit stink. So he tosses the black amount, he just like, nah, for real, come here. He like, I need you to do something for me. I'm like, do what? He like, I need you to go walk in here. Mind you, oh my God, I don't even want to say all of this. He like, I need you to go in here. Hand this check. And what? Know what's going on. You know what's going on. I'm not even about to go down that rabbit hole. You know what's going on. So he break it all down to me, and I'm just like, I don't think I'm comfortable with doing that. I was like, I'm a V. I'm like, V can't do it. Like, she our bottom bitch. Like, I'm not into that. He like, bottom bitch. She told you she was our bottom bitch. I'm like, yeah. So he called her over. Mind you, she's on the car. He called her over, and he like, woody, break it down to her. Tell her to go in there. He had a set for her too. Set for me. Set for her. When did you get this together? You was plotting or something? Like, I don't understand. Like, now that it's registering in my mind.
This story was making me lose brain cells. I'm sorry. I try to fast forward. I can't.
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4.
These people.
For those of you that don't know, that alien spaceship that's on its way to planet Earth right now is full of African-American black ancestors. 10 years ago, they abducted Elon Musk and sent him down here to collect data and reparations for all African-Americans. How do I know this? That's none of your business. They are doing 11,000 miles per hour as we are speaking. That's 11,000 Nissan Altimas at once. Do the math. They are set to arrive right before Thanksgiving, but let not be afraid. You'll still be able to enjoy Thanksgiving with your family and your friends, but do gather and make a list of your favorite white people, as we won't be able to take them all. I hope this message reaches you all. Thank you. There's one thing that I forgot to mention, Gingers. You will not be included in that list of people. You will be deemed as black when they arrive. Thank you.
Not the African-American aliens. Listen, y'all, inspirations on the way. Y'all stay blessed.
Pleasure to parasites. Why? So you would tolerate the poison because you're addicted to the pleasure. Talk, Holy Spirit. You are so caught up with the pleasure, forget the poison. I attach lethal with pleasurable so that you won't recognize that this is unhealthy for my life. That's a parasite. They live off of you. Okay? Now, pawns, these are legit people who are sent by the enemy to disturb your enemy. Inner peace, inner joy, inner passion. The devil hates to see you mature. So how can you identify if the enemy is behind this? They interrupt your evolution. One more time. The devil hates to see you mature. So how can you identify if they need to be placed under a pawn? They interrupt your evolution. What does the devil do? 1, kill, steal, destroy. Does this person do that? Number 2, what does the devil do? Interrupt evolution. Y'all, if you could just look at this chart, I could properly place. Okay, they're always the distraction. They're the one that's keeping me from prayer. They're the one that, so I could place them. This is what they're designed to do. They are a pawn. They're a pawn. The only reason they come in your life is so that you can miscarry. That's it. You will not give birth to what God put on the inside of you. The reason they're there is to ensure that you miscarry your time. You miscarry your focus. You miscarry your assignment. That's why they're there. And when I could identify it's killing, stealing, and destroying, I could identify it's interrupting my growth in Christ. Right there. Pawns. Lastly, partners. Partners, these are those that constantly evolve you, ignite you, and accelerate your growth in Christ. They're not always going to tell you what you want to hear. They're not always going to tell you what you like. But ever since he or she arrived, you're growing in the Lord. That is a partner. Ever since you start going to that church, that community, start chopping it up with that brother, that sister, there's a growth. There's a hunger. You want to read the Bible after talking to them. You want to go to prayer after communicating with them. After you heard that sermon, you didn't just say, ooh, he could preach. You said, man, I need to get in my prayer closet. That's those that are instrumental into your kingdom lifestyle of growth. Now hear me, this is where it can get tricky. Character and assignments can help with partners, not blood and history. Just because they're your mama does not mean they're your partner. Just because they are your biological sister does not mean they're a partner. Just because they're family, that does not mean that they are a partner. And I think one of the most hurtful things out of this is we learn lethal loyalty. It's when you're so loyal to something that's killing your peace. Lethal loyalty. And I want to end with this. It's not just knowing their place, but it's also discerning where they've placed you. Because just because you place them at a certain place does not mean they've placed you there. In fact, I'll speak from experience. Most people that I understand are parasites. They just drain me. They have me placed as a partner. I don't have you placed there, bro. I don't have you placed there, sis. And so it's the wisdom that we see that the Lord had. I know who to leave in the valley. I know who to take to the mountain. I know who to allow with me when I'm vulnerable and distressed. And I know who to allow with me when I'm about to do a miracle that they never seen before.